Flooding rains will be possible on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Good Tuesday night, East Tennessee. David Aldridge, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Well, we have high temperatures today in the upper 80s. I was expecting 89. We hit 89 Oak Ridge. It was officially 88 in Knoxville, but they did hit 90 officially in Sevierville, there at the Sevierville Pigeon Forge Gatlinburg Airport, right next to the LeConte Medical Center. High temperature, 88, put us 8 degrees above normal for this time of year, and we did receive 200 of an inch of rain officially, while we had more drama in some parts of our region. We have had now 4 days, count them, 4 days of 90, so this actually ended the heat wave. We started a 91 degree day there on Friday the 20th, and then on the 21st we had 92, 93 Sunday, 91 yesterday, so we break the stretch of 90 degree days. We've had some upper 70s back on the 7th and 8th of September, so we've had some nice weekends too. It's not all been hot and humid, but it has had some variability. We typically see 34 days in a year, but it looks like we're coming to an end of this party. 4 days is average for September. We finished the month, and for the total of the year, 48 days. That would be 14 days above normal, because again, 34 is the average. We finished at 48 days. We've had more than that before, but that gives you some context. I want to talk about the big story is the flooding, talking about what will be a cold front that affects us tomorrow. But then it's the remnants of Helene, or Tropical Storm Helene. She may still be named when she rolls into town on Thursday and into Friday. But flooding will be possible anywhere, but we will especially watch rivers, creeks, and streams for excessive runoff. When does this start? When does this begin? It starts tomorrow morning, bright and early, and will run until 11 a.m. Thursday. That's assuming it's not extended. That's what I suspect will happen. They might have to extend this flood watch. That's why it's important to download the free Captain Accurate weather app. The ultimate Doppler radar, as we now approach 8:15 or so, we still have some pockets of showers, some severe weather in the Tri-Cities. We had a confirmed tornado in parts of what looked like perhaps Hawkins County or even Hancock County. Still waiting to get more information from that, but the Storm Prediction Center has not reported that just yet. But we have had some confirmation, at least from the Weather Service, that there was one reported. Now, the ultimate Doppler radar shows the radar review over the last 8 hours. It's been very active. Some of you have had some downpours, so you might kind of scoff. It's a .02. I had more than that. Some of you had way more than 200 of an inch of rain today, but this is all going to fill in, I think, and tomorrow will be the start of a 3-day onslaught for some flooding rains. Now, if you're hungry tonight and you haven't had a chance to maybe cook anything, check out Marcos.com. They do deliver. They're in Hardin Valley, Farragut, and Maryville. They're also located in Fountain City Halls in Oak Ridge, Middlebrook Pike, and Ebenezer Road. I'm getting hungry just looking at that magnificent pizza. They call the pepperoni Magnifico for less than $10, or maybe you want to grab a Pizzoli. These are very filling, and they're much bigger than the picture would indicate. For less than $6, you can pick up a pepperoni and sausage. They are awesome, and they do give back quite a bit to the community, not just to No Kid Hungry, but they're now giving back to East Tennessee's Children's Hospital. So you got to love that. By the way, there's still some severe weather concerns disappearing in Kentucky. They were under the yellow boxes or polygons, as it were. But the flood watch begins tomorrow morning, so we're going to see a parade of rain, quiet across maybe the upper plain states, but clearly what's happening to the south is what we'll be watching. Hasn't even really gotten into the heart of the Gulf just yet, because this storm is about to pass by the Yucatan and head toward Florida in the coming days. If you're keeping track, we are now 1.5, he says, 1.5 inches below normal for the month. However, we're just under 4 inches above normal for the year. How can that be? Well, because we had so much rain in May, it kind of tilted the scale, so to speak. So 3.91 inches, that's just about 4 inches above normal for the year, but 1.5 inches below normal for the month. And we averaged 3.5 or 3.49 in September at McGee Tyson. These are the numbers I wanted to show you, at least the yearly summary. And we're going to blow that away. We may pick up not only September and October's rains in a couple of days, but some of you will say, make it stop. Make it stop. I can't. I'm just the messenger. So let me give you what I expect. Are you ready? Buckle your seatbelt. Heavy rain on Wednesday. Gusts of wind 45 to 50 plus is my expectation. Could be way higher in the Smokies. But Thursday and Friday we'll be watching the winds. It's not going to be windy tomorrow. Cold front's going to be easing in. We're talking winds maybe 3 to 8 miles per hour tomorrow. It'll be rainy, but it won't be windy. But once you throw in this wind, and again, we're working from a drought, so all that rain is going to hit hard ground, and it's going to probably run right into the sewer drain, right? It's not necessarily going to be soaked in. It's not going to be slow and steady. It's going to be hard and fast as this rain comes down in buckets. Tropical moisture will do that. And then we've got to watch trees. We've got to watch power outages. as some trees may come tumbling down. And I put watching Helene Thursday and Friday because, again, the rains we get tomorrow are cold front driven, kind of like they were today, as the front comes closer to us tomorrow. But I think the winds will pick up Thursday, Friday. And again, the track will be everything. There is a little bit of a change in the track, depending on what model you look at. Let me show you a couple. First, though, is this wind, right? You can see the development over the Gulf of Mexico. The yellow areas would represent tropical storm force winds, and you can see that's 9 o'clock Thursday morning. They're already feeling the effects on the western side of Florida, from Tampa to St. Pete. Then we move into about 2 o'clock Thursday. There's the center of circulation, if this were to verify, and they're feeling it around the Big Bend area of Florida, Apalachicola, those areas, and then up toward Tallahassee. And then it slides toward, say, maybe Macon and maybe south of Atlanta. That's one track. Let me show you another one. This one kind of gives it a different perspective, but it does show the variability. Again, the uncertainty that tropical weather typically yields. Which is why you see those cones come out frequently, because they have to make adjustments. This is like tracking a marble on a dining room table. Try it at home. Just put a marble on your dining room table and see which way it goes. And then if your kids blow on it, I'm sure it'll go one way or the other. But this is where this one's blowing. Seems like it's headed toward Tallahassee. And then it moves towards, say, Augusta, Athens. Does it move east of Knoxville, circulation center, or does it move west of Knoxville? There's still some debate. So watching and tracking this will depend on how much rain we get. I could say we're going to get 3 to 6 inches of rain, or I could say we're going to get more than that. But I'll show you at least what some guidance would suggest. So let's start with our friends at the Hurricane Center. So this is the official forecast cone that the Hurricane Center issued as of 8 o'clock tonight. And they have this as a Category 1 by, what time is that? That looks like midday tomorrow. So it'll be in the news, hey, it's a Category 1. It's going to be a Category 3, more likely, as it makes landfall in Florida. But near Cancun, it's still a 1, with winds around 75 miles per hour. But watch as it picks up. It moves over the warm water of the Gulf. Now we're talking about winds that are close to Cat 3. Well, it is a Cat 3, so that would be winds of 115 as it makes its approach toward northern Florida. But then it moves towards, say, Macon or Albany, Georgia, if you want to say 70 miles an hour. So we have to interpolate that we're going to probably be between 70 and 35. I'm suspecting 45 to 50 plus is reasonable, but they put the depression west of Knoxville. Did you notice that? Some want to take it toward Boone. Oh, Boone. Well, see, they might have to adjust the cone. We don't know yet because it's still south of Cancun at this point. So again, we're tracking a storm that really hasn't taken shape yet. So there's still some uncertainty, and clearly that's going to have a role on how much rain you get or how much rain you don't get. I do suspect we're going to get too much. Some will say, I got a flooded basement. Some of you say, I don't have a basement. I just got a flooded backyard. Be prepared, because that's what we're going to be working with. And sadly, we're talking about a lot of rain over a period of just 2 or 3 days. And I'm going to show you what that looks like as we expand from this cone back to some of the modeling. Now, by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, this may be how much rain additional may fall, but look how it fills in from the front. You mean we have over an inch of rain, maybe an inch, 1.9 by 5 o'clock tomorrow? And it's not even Helene yet. Oh, man, you were kidding. That's a lot of rain. That's a lot of rain. Where would you put it, right? If you average 3.49 for the whole month, and we're closing in on an inch and a half and 2 by 5 o'clock tomorrow, that's a lot of rain. And it looks like it's heavy or skewed east. I'm looking at Newport, 3 inches. 2.5 Morristown. But again, you got to take this with a grain of salt. It's all contingent, dependent on the track and timing of Helene. Hurricane Helene. She means business. But look at this. This would suggest 6 inches in Jonesville. Maybe even 8 around Mount LeConte and the Smokies. That's a lot of rain. And I don't know where we'd put it, because it would come down fast and furious. Now, if this moves a little bit further west, we could probably add more than 3 inches in Crossville. So don't think you're just going to escape in Oneida with 2.2. It's going to depend on what? The track and the timing of Helene. So there'll be another update later tonight, another update tomorrow morning, another update tomorrow afternoon, and so it goes. So it does suggest by the time we hit Sunday, much of the rain is slowed down. We picked up 3 to 6 inches. And it was much higher this morning, so it can change. Tropical weather, tropical moisture can really kind of blow off a forecast, change it rapidly. Look at Atlanta. They're going to participate in maybe 6, 8, 9 by this account. A lot of rain in white in central, north central Georgia. So again, this is not going to be just a Knoxville event. This is virtually everywhere in the deep southeast. Meanwhile, there's another chance for another storm 80% chance. It says we already have Helene. This storm out in the middle of the Atlantic might be given the name Isaac. That's from the Hurricane Center over the next 7 days. So if you're keeping score, as we cross Helene off the list, even though she's not finished her dirty work yet, Isaac will be the next name on the list, followed by Joyce and Kirk. Storm Prediction Center. Could we get severe weather tomorrow? The answer is yes, but it looks like it's not here, thankfully, because we had enough of it today in spots. Looks like it's going to be in the deep south, parts of southern Alabama, Georgia, and Florida. We will get some thunder, general variety, but nothing severe expected tomorrow because the winds aren't going to move much. But by Thursday, chance of scattered severe storms, maybe some spin-up tornadoes from Tampa, St. Pete, all the way to Savannah and back toward maybe Myrtle Beach. So the areas there in yellow will be the watch hotspots for Thursday, as we'll be watching our winds pick up. I think, again, gusts 45 to 50 plus is reasonable Thursday into Friday. So what we're dealing with tomorrow is rain. No big surprise. But it's this slow-moving front. And why is it slowing down? Because it's got to make room for Helene. Helene's like, here I come. I need room. So it's kind of like slurping this up with a straw. This front's going to act like a conduit. It's going to be the railroad track to bring in not only heavy amounts of rain, but as you see there on Thursday, look at that. Oh, there. Now we're talking about rains from Helene and the tropical moisture, and it just parks there, right? And this low, which is still a spinning tropical storm, is south of Atlanta by 2 o'clock in the morning Friday. This one wants to take it west of Knoxville. So this is more favorable of the hurricane track. But again, once it gets north of Atlanta, does it head toward Boone or does it head west of Knoxville? The consensus right now is it's west of Knoxville and heads back toward maybe western Kentucky and maybe goes as far west as St. Louis. So we'll have to wait and see. There will be some ebb and flow for sure. So for tonight, 66 degrees. What do you need to do? Just mentally prepare that when you wake up tomorrow morning, there could be some downpours for the drive into work or the drive in to school. More clouds, showers and storms with some fog. Winds are not much of a factor. Mid-60s for lows tonight. Oak Ridge, 65. 64 Newport, Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, 63. Tomorrow, 76. That's it. We hit 88 today. I know. It's 12 degrees. We're taking that off. You have the clouds and the cold front to thank for that. So we've got plenty of clouds. Not to say you couldn't get some hazy sun, but it's mainly gray. Heavy rain, showers and storms, and winds aren't moving much. So no severe weather, but flooding may be a possibility as we're under a flood watch starting tomorrow morning. 76 for a high in La Follette, Campbell County. 76 for Morristown, 73 in Crossville, 76 in Maryville, Alcoa. So again, normal high this time of year is around 80, so we're going about 4 degrees below that. Here's your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville, East Tennessee, 72. We can be even cooler on Thursday, the way things are shaping up. But on Friday, the heaviest rains may be in the morning with some wraparound showers Friday afternoon. Friday afternoon, I think the winds are going to still be blowing. We're going to have power outages. The intense rain may be gone by Friday afternoon, but we're still going to have power outages and cleanup. You imagine if you have a flooded basement or flooded backyard, you get stranded, those type of things, please, you know the expression. You know I'm going to say it. Turn around. Don't drown. Because that will come up. Maybe the kids remind you in the backseat, Mom, Dad, you should turn around. I heard the weather guy say you should turn around. Yeah, turn around, don't drown. It's going to help, I think, a lot of folks make good decisions. Because you make bad decisions, you just plow through it. 82 for Saturday, 80 on Sunday, 78 on Monday and Tuesday. You can see we still have about a 40% chance of rain Sunday, Monday. But a lot of rain, a lot of cooler air, but it's still humid and something to take note of. By the way, if you haven't downloaded the Captain Accurate Weather app with Pete Michaels Traffic, why have you held off? I would encourage you. This would be a grand time to download this free. Did you say free? Free Captain Accurate Weather app. You get weather and traffic because you might have some traffic problems when all that rain comes in. Keep you and your family safe. Get lightning alerts, get flash flood warning alerts, get it all. And you get it all at the App Store, Google Play. Just search the 2 words Captain Accurate at the App Store and Google Play. And I want to mention too, and I haven't mentioned it much in the evening time, but I want to show you this. The premium service is awesome. And if you're thinking about winter already, why not? Because once Helene's gone, could it turn really cool? Good question. I'm going to have some great intel for my premium members coming this fall. So join us on premium. This is a subscription service. is only $4.99 a month. That's 16 cents a day. Our focus goes beyond the next 7 days. We're usually 30 days in the future. So patterns, trends, patterns and trends are identified and given to the premium members so they can make the necessary adjustments to their lifestyle. But first, to see every snow forecast this upcoming winter. You are the first to see every forecast if you're a premium member, and you are benefiting from Facebook Lives. You get more Facebook Lives typically on a Sunday to help you plan for the week ahead. Also, you get fewer ads. What a deal. Best bargain in East Tennessee for $4.99. Just hit the subscribe button on my Facebook page. We'd love to have you. And you can always sample us and cancel at any time. Well, my name is David Aldridge. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's going to be a rainy event the next 3 days. We'll see you here next time. Take care.